Hi, I'm Afton Brazzoni, founder of Scribe National, and this is the newest interview in my Changemaker Conversation series, where I talk to marketers, communicators, and business owners about how they're navigating our new reality. Today, I'm here with Andrea Heembrock, and her role is marketing and people at Anything Grows, an amazing garden center based in Cochrane, Alberta. So, Andrea, can you start by telling everyone a little bit about yourself and about Anything Grows?
Yeah. Well, Anything Grows has been around in Cochrane here for over 20 years. We were founded by a couple named Rob and Sandy Heembrock, who have built just an incredible community business here. Our brand has grown a lot over the years, and of course, we're known for being a garden center. And we do a lot more in terms of houseplants now than we used to, furniture and giftware as well. So that's sort of our space. And I recently joined the team here. I have a history with the company. This was my summer job when I was a kid, and my husband actually is Robin Sandy's son, so he will be sort of the second generation running the company, which is exciting. And my role here is marketing and people. So
Awesome. So how are you and the team doing lately with everything that's been going on?
we're good. Yeah, we've had an incredibly busy year. It's been much busier than the last couple of years. Our business has grown actually, which is very exciting for us given the current economic situation. I know that we're very fortunate, and not every business is experiencing that right now. So we've had to adapt quickly, and we've been really pleased to be able to continue to serve our customers the way that we have. And we're really excited about a lot of new developments happening as well in the face of all this. So yeah, we're great.
Well, that's great to hear. And I have seen that you've been really active online and on social media recently promoting your sales. I know that you have since reopened the store. Can you sort of talk about how that whole process went from, going to having people in person to online to back to being open again, and especially as we head into the busy season for you guys?
Yeah, for sure. Initially, when we closed our doors for public shopping, it was a voluntary move. We've sort of sat in that essential category, and being that we sell, a lot of horticulture and agriculture supplies, even like garden hardware. And so for us, we just when this all started, and there was a lot of discussion in our governments and our health authorities about what the right moves were to make. We knew that closing our doors were going to mean that we were able to keep our customers and our staff much safer. And we had actually started to talk a little bit about what we saw coming down the pipe in late February. And we saw that there was potential for a lot of economic change to happen very quickly and for businesses to need to adapt. And so we actually started preparing our online store early. With that in mind. And so when the time came, we just said, you know what, it's time, I think, to not have people in the store, and we're ready to flip the switch and be able to serve them online. And so we did that almost overnight. Thankfully, like I had mentioned earlier, we've been founded by a couple who built a strong brand that is known by the community, and so our customers were very engaged and connected to us, and that really made a huge difference. Because they've known Anything Grows as a high quality, high level of service brand for a long time. So for us to just change how we were serving them, it was a little bit easier in that way, and we were fortunate for that. And in addition, Ty Heembrock has built an incredible website for us already over the years. And so really all we had to do was make a few changes so that we were able to accommodate an e-commerce portion. And then obviously on the internal side of the business, there was a lot of new processes that had to come with that. We were used to serving customers who were shopping in person at our store, and we sort of had to become the shopper, right? We were learning how to properly take orders, and then how to make sure that nothing got missed, and that we were sorting out our deliveries and our pickups correctly, and making sure that things were paid for, but not paid for if we didn't have an item in stock. And so there's a lot of learning, but we moved really quickly, and we have an incredible team of people here that adapted so fast and kind of jumped in and rolled up their sleeves, and they were happy to do, whatever was necessary for us to serve customers in this new way. And that really made us successful, I think. It really came down to having a team of people that were engaged and wanting to figure out how we could serve our community. So that was very exciting for us. But of course, we knew that we weren't going to be able to operate like that forever. And so we were in while we were making all this change, we were preparing for a day when it made sense to open our doors again. And so over the course of about 3 or 4 weeks, we were able to put some new systems in place for in-person shopping as well, such as a sanitization program. There were some new roles here developed so that we could make sure that we were really reinforcing all of the new measures that we were taking. And then we developed what those new measures were going to be. And so once we had all of that in place, we reopened our doors and we were confident that we could continue our online program and our in-person shopping program at a level that was safe for our customers and our staff, and was going to obviously follow the advice given to us by our government and our health authorities. So it was an interesting journey for sure, but we're pumped about it.
It sounds like you handled it fantastically well. And I think, a lot of the things you said will resonate with people, like being prepared. And there's only so much obviously that we can prepare for in an unpredictable situation, but it sounds like you kind of thought about it from different scenarios, had plans in place, had staff in place, and then kept at the center of it all your customers, which obviously I think is essential to any business, and just knowing how they kind of expect to interact with you and how you can best serve them. So I think that there's a lot of great lessons to be learned there for sure.
Yeah, no, it was awesome. It was awesome for sure.
And what would you say that the response has been like from your customers throughout this whole shift?
It's been fantastic. I mean, our customers have been very adaptive as well. Of course, for some of our customers, it's challenging. And it was challenging for that period of time to not be able to come in and hold and touch and look at the product that they wanted to purchase. I know for a lot of serious gardeners out there, it's important for them to be able to pick out the actual plant that they're going to put in their garden. And so our customers placed a lot of trust in us, when we were doing online only, and we were so grateful that they were willing to trust us with the choosing of the product that they were buying. And of course, we continue to have customers that place that trust in us, people that are high risk, that don't want to come in the store, even though they're able to. It's important to us to be able to provide an alternative for those people. And that is our online program. And so we are just so grateful to our customer base for them being adaptive with us, and learning how to shop online, and taking some of those extra steps, like maybe sending us a note if they're unsure about something, or engaging with us on social media so that we can find ways to answer questions and find the little gaps that need to be filled, and we can get better and improve because we're getting that feedback from our customers as well. So it's been fantastic to see that response for sure.
Well, that's great. And I think, it offers an opportunity actually to strengthen the relationship, like you said, which is nice. There's sometimes kind of some spin-off benefits like that you may not necessarily anticipate going into it. But it's great that you're going to keep both going. So what is next for Anything Grows, kind of over the next weeks and months?
Yeah. Well, we're going to continue operating this way. This is obviously the busiest time of year for us. May is typically our busiest month. We have the most customers shop with us during May. And I will say that, it's early in the gardening season, and already we have seen a huge influx of new gardeners that want to learn how to properly create, a self-sustaining space in their yard, and be able to provide food for their families. There's people that want to do yard work because they now have the time. So we've been busy serving those people. And what we've learned, or I guess the trend that we've seen, is that there is going to be maybe a little bit more demand for that stuff this year. So we've adapted by looking to find ways to bring in additional product, finding ways to bring product in earlier than we normally would and quicker than we normally would. Of course, we need to balance that out with providing that, quality product for people, and quality service. And we found that with our new measures in place, we are still able to have actually large volumes of households come through our store on a daily basis, because the traffic has been a little bit more consistent. So, and that's another reason why we put some of these measures in place. One of those other measures is that we're asking only one shopper per household, because that actually allows us to serve more households on a daily basis if we do it that way, given that we can only have 15 customers in the store at a time. And so we're going to continue all those things. We are going to continue our online program. We're going to continue delivery and pickup. And what's really big for us is being able to communicate with our customers primarily through social media and through email, because it's very easy for us to get important information out to everyone through those channels. So I think it's going to be a really big year for us, and we are excited to continue to hear from our customers as we move along, so that we can provide what they're looking for.
Absolutely. And I know that I will also be in the store soon. I was excited myself when I heard that it was reopening.
Yeah.
Um, so, is there anything else that you want to share, maybe with other businesses who are trying to navigate this time, or, just anything that you'd like to say to kind of end off?
Yeah, I think it's certainly a challenging economic time, especially for brand new businesses and new brands that don't have the benefit of having been around for years and years to build up their customer base. But I've been fortunate to work with a lot of really successful entrepreneurs in my career, and one of the most common themes that I've seen is that communication is key. Communicating very clearly and often with your customer base, communicating very clearly and often with your staff and your team has been so important. I mean, I can say for us, we have felt so fortunate to have the team of people that we have that kind of have our backs, right? They're a family here, and Anything Grows, and there's no way we could have adapted the way that we did without them. And so I think that's really important. And I think that just being authentic is really crucial at a time like this, right? For a brand or a company to be authentic with the market that they're serving, to be authentic with their staff, that creates real buy-in with your team and with your customers. And ultimately, it's that buy-in that will help a company manage all of their other challenges along the way. So.
Yeah, couldn't agree more with that. Definitely very wise words. So before we sign off, I would love if you could just let everybody know how they can connect, the website, social media, all of that good stuff.
Yeah, for sure. So you can find us at Anything Grows Cochrane Garden Center on either Facebook or Instagram. We'd love to see some more fresh faces. We are posting many times a day of all the new product that we have coming in, all the new measures that we have in place, any other key information. And then we also have a garden club. If you go to our website at anythinggrowsalberta.com, you can actually register to be on our mailing list, which is our garden club. And we will often send out some special deals to that group of people. So it's really good to be in the know that way as well.
Good to know. Well, thank you so much, Andrea, and have a great day.
Thanks so much, Afton.